quick. So we're here with the review of the Buck Vantage Select. Buck Vantage Select. It's the large version. There's a small version of this, but picked up this blade a little bit before Christmas at a high price, but it's not as bad as some of other knives I have. But we're gonna get on a review with this. I'm trying to knock out a bunch of reviews while we got this snow. Nothing else to do. Got a bunch of gear I gotta do reviews on. I promised you 2 reviews for sure, which is the Kershaw OD1 and the Gator Combo Axe. Those will be coming, but the Gator Combo Axe is still going through testing, so that'll be hopefully here pretty soon. But we're gonna go on with the Buck Vantage Select. Like I said, this is the large version. There's a smaller version. It's only about this long. They're called the scales are called Zytel scales. Like are the outside plates, the inside. We'll get to that later though. But the inner, we'll get to that later. But the camera's going out of focus. All right. It is fast in its opening. Obviously, it's a flipper. It's also a thumb. I can't remember what it's called. Opening. Like the spotter codes. The spotter codes are really big. They got the big hole. They are called. I'll get that to later though. But it's fast coming out. It's most likely be used as an EDC blade. I don't see it using anything else but EDC. But it is the blade is a 420 HC steel. It's not the best steel you can get, but it's better than some others. So this is a pretty decent steel. I'm pretty sure that the Buck what's it called? But it's the next in the Buck line. It's like this, but it's the scales are like, it's called a diamond wood. It's called diamond wood, and it has this, and it has a emblem, the Buck emblem, that's blue and white. Right here, look up Nothing Fancy's review on it. He's got a great review on all 3 of them, which is small, the large, which is here, and he's got the one with the diamond wood scales. But the vertical striations in it, you can kind of see them. But in the other one, that's a little bit high quality steel, which I do not have the name of right now, you can't see these as much because it has a I think it's called a what's it called? It's a heat treatment. Bose heat treatment. That's it. It says Bose. It'll on the opposite side of this. It'll say Bose heat treatment, like right in here or somewhere. It'll say it on this blade somewhere. I've seen it. I've seen it in the stores. I've seen it at a local shop. But I plan on getting the small one of these and actually the other one so I can get the full Vantage line and I can get all these reviews out to you guys. And the only thing about it is it has no jimping whatsoever and nothing on the bottom. The only thing it has really that's even decent, it's got a tiny, like this barely, I don't even know if any people would notice it, but it's just got a tiny small thumb ramp right there. But it's not really considered a thumb ramp, but whatever. I guess you could do like Nothing Fancy does and take a skateboard tape and run it across this. Basically just sandpaper on steroids with tape on the back. But it's a flipper, which is one-handed opening, one-handed closing, the frame lock. All you're going to do is once you've opened it, push with your thumb. This is going to come back like that. Do that again. push down with your thumb, push it back, and there you go. Sorry the camera's going out of focus so much. But next would be, let's see here, what's next on my paper of awesome reviews. It's sturdy. It's on the locking. It has no play in it whatsoever. No play. It's sturdy because it doesn't have all those mechanics like. Hold on one second. Like the Kershaw OD1, which is going to be previously or is coming up to be reviewed, has all kinds of fancy crap in there that helps it open. Let me get a flashlight over here. This is the Streamlight, also reviewed. You can see that in here. You can see all that fancy stuff in there. Which makes it deploy a whole lot faster. I believe this is called a flipper. This top piece. This is not a flipper, by the way. And the way they had this design makes it open really fast. But you'll probably see it in my intro. See it opening. That's going to be soon reviewed. But what I was getting to is the fanciness of this is very different from this because of this part here, the flipper. Let's see if you can see this. You see the flipper? Watch the flipper. The flipper just goes down and around out the bottom. That's the flipper, which acts as a I don't know what that's called. I think it's called a finger guard or whatever you call it, but it keeps your finger from slipping onto the blade and cutting yourself. Basic point. But the the flipper in this is not as complicated as this is. Now, it's made in USA. The only knives I buy that aren't that aren't made in USA is Gerber. Gerber's made in Taiwan mostly, and K-Bar is half made in America and half made in also Taiwan, I believe. But either way, I'll still buy them. I don't really like buying stuff from not America, obviously, for economic reasons. But especially knives, if they're not American made, they're not any good. That's not saying anything about Black Hawk. Black Hawk makes great gear, but they're made out of USA. That doesn't bother me any. It's just that's the way I'm picky with knives. That's the only thing that I care about that's not made here is knives. Don't care about guns, gear, backpacks. Well, I can only care about guns because they might screw you up with that one. And maybe toys, with the children's toys with the lead paint and all. That's not cool.